Whoa,
You're
wait
right.
a minute.
It is a big blitz.
The Right Reverend has joined the show. Wow, David. Those are beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. We're going to talk about some ugly teams to start with here, though. We're going to do
Kenny is sitting right next to you, bro. Come on, man.
We're going to do the 2024 Power 4 tier list.
Okay, so these are the non-Rico Beard, aloof, arrogant, super elite teams. This is what used to be the group of 5?
Yes, this is all the Power 4 schools here.
So this is like cash to ticket central, right?
Yeah.
Here. East Carolina.
So
wait, you said these are the Power 4?
No, these are the Power 4.
Okay.
Oh,
These are the Michigans and the Michigan States.
Man, I
and
thought we were going to the
these are not
discount
the
rack.
elite Power 4.
No, we're going to get to the elite.
Okay.
There are tiers here. So
Okay.
we can start with the bad teams in the bad tier that you're just not going to pay attention to this season.
Vanderbilt.
Indiana.
UCLA, Vanderbilt, Houston, Cincinnati, Stanford, Virginia, and Indiana.
Okay, of that group, what's the best job in that group?
Great question.
I'd
Wait,
argue
give them. Who are they again?
UCLA, Houston, Vanderbilt, Cincinnati, Stanford, Virginia, Indiana.
I would say probably UCLA.
No.
UCLA, because you have a clear advantage, Los Angeles. And you're the good school in Los Angeles. You're right there in the middle of Bel Air. So it doesn't look like, basically you're in Boys in the Hood as soon as you step off campus.
We never agree. It's a poverty school. The stadium's an hour from campus. No one cares.
No, but the thing is, they don't have to be a poverty school. If you get the right coach, you can sell California. You can sell LA.
I'd go to Houston because you can cheat. You can do whatever you want down there.
You can.
Houston, Cadillacs
and
for
you have
everybody.
Texas to recruit in, and
Yukons for everybody. I'll do whatever I want. It's Houston.
you can recruit in Louisiana. Houston's close enough.
And I get the sweet Houston Oiler reset uniforms that they got a cease and desist on.
Or you can just simply say, hey, kid, come to your official visit in LA.
Hey, that's the house OJ murdered those people.
Allegedly.
So the tier right above the bad tier says below mid. It's a lot more teams here.
Okay.
Purdue, Mississippi State. I don't have to name them all. BC, you got Duke, Pitt, Baylor. Colorado is in this one along with Northwestern and Illinois.
See, I honestly think some of these teams should be in that last grouping.
Like BYU, who I didn't name.
No, BYU has its niche.
Yeah.
BC should be bad.
BC, when your head coach leaves to be a coordinator in the NFL like Jeff Hafley did, that's a bad job.
Yeah. See, I would say
bad
Baylor.
job.
See, Baylor to me is probably the best team of that group because Baylor has shown me they can go out, they can get recruits in Texas.
Yep.
They kind of did it the Mark D'Antonio way. The best guys may go to Texas, but we're going to get the rest. And we're going to get those sleepers. And we're going to bring in, and they're not afraid to hit the portal and go after people. And they got the money down there. They could get it done and turn it around. They just got to get that right coach to bring them back. Because when they had the coach that overlooked a lot of things, they won, but he was a scumbag.
Very much so. So let's go to the bowl season tier.
All right, so these are teams that are what? Like Nick Saban, MSU 6-6?
Basically, yes.
All right,
So
let me hear it.
Michigan State is on this list as a team that would be in the bowl season. That's what they say. Florida, Minnesota, Washington, Rutgers, North Carolina and South Carolina, Auburn,
Interesting note here,
See,
by
I
the
would
way.
put Rutgers in the other one.
TCU.
You see Rutgers already has 30 commits?
Mhm.
What is that about? How do you have 30 commits today?
You do, Mike.
Oh,
Here-
God.
no. Here's where you're going to get angry.
Why is he doing the DeVito?
Yeah,
Why is he
I
doing
was
this to
wondering
me?
that. He has something there for you.
Tommy
Because-
Cutlets over here.
Because I got a chicken cutlet waiting for you.
Okay.
They're not going to stay there.
Okay.
They basically in the summer, hey, Rutgers offered me, kid gets good, and then all of a sudden,
They're going to Texas A&M.
Miami,
Yeah.
or Ohio State, or some other school says, hey, kid, you really want to go to Rutgers? No, I do not.
Give me a team from this group. David, read them. It's got to be Micro Machines fast.
Yes, it does.
I need you to read this. Give me a team from this group that will surprise and make the playoffs. Go.
Minnesota, Florida, Washington, Michigan State, South Carolina, North Carolina, Rutgers, Arkansas, Kentucky, SMU, Maryland, TCU, Auburn, Georgia Tech, Oregon State, Washington State, Cal, West Virginia. Whew.
Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Give me a team
that
that
was
makes
fun.
A team that could actually do something.
Yep. Go 9-3 and make the playoff.
I'm going to say Florida. I'm going to say Florida because you're in the SEC. If you could somehow just win enough games, and even if you lose to the better schools in the SEC, you'll carry the swag, and that would be enough to catapult. A 9-3 SEC Florida team, I think, would be considered for the playoffs.
Well, right. The problem is I don't think they're going to win 5 games. Rico, have you seen their schedule?
I have. You ask, and I'm saying.
Okay, but I'm talking about actual viability. Who can do it? Now, you're right. Hey, if Florida went 9-3 with that schedule, Napier's getting a 10-year deal. Go ahead.
I don't have anybody.
Okay.
It's probably no one, but you'll have a lot of teams in this one. This is the playoff hunt.
Well, maybe TCU.
List.
Maybe TCU.
Oh, okay. They've been
TCU,
named as a team that could possibly
Big 12.
surprise.
Big 12, your 2 biggest schools are gone, so somebody has to be the new lead dog.
David.
Yeah.
Something you know all about. What about the Disco D? Nope, not that one. What about SMU? Conference affiliation. They got Preston Stone. They got the Disco D helmets. Come on.
I don't think they could just walk into the ACC. Nobody just walked into the ACC.
All righty then. Let's get you to the end of the
Disco
playoff.
D.
In the playoff hunt teams, you got USC.
No.
Texas Tech. Oklahoma. You have NC State, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Nebraska, Texas A&M, Arizona, Kansas, UCF, Wisconsin, Louisville, Iowa, Oklahoma State.
How did Syracuse make this list?
I don't know. I know they're killing it on the recruiting trail because of the guy they hired from Georgia, but I don't buy it. The team on there that intrigues me the most is UCF. Big 12 affiliation. You know who the quarterback is?
No.
Think about welfare Cam Newton in a Gus Malzahn offense. KJ Jefferson from Arkansas.
That's where he went?
Yep. That means Malzahn's going to run him into the dirt. But UCF, offensive mastermind, a sledgehammer at quarterback. Keep an eye on UCF.
No, Mike, the school is this. What if I told you your first 7 games are UTEP, Colorado, Northern Iowa, Illinois, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana? You could start the year off 7-0, play Ohio State, and then you finish off with USC, UCLA, Wisconsin, and Iowa.
Nebraska.
That's Nebraska. That's
this is
the team.
The year the Cornhuskers get it right.
This may actually be the year. Nebraska could legitimately go 10-2, not the greatest of schedule, and make the playoffs.
Fair.
So then we have top contenders, and then I think we all know the title favorites. We know that already.
Who are the title favorites?
Title favorites would be Georgia, Oregon, Ohio State, Texas, Alabama.
Feels right.
Okay.
It feels right. Especially you're not replacing a lot of quarterbacks there. It feels right.
So the tier right under them, Michigan, Kansas State, LSU, Clemson, Utah, Iowa State, Notre Dame, Florida State, Tennessee, Miami.
Don't sleep on Kansas State. If that Avery Johnson kid's the quarterback, the kid who looks like Sunshine from Remember the Titans, that kid's he's a home run hitter. And Kleiman simply wins games. They are very old school MSU with how they go about stuff.
See, I would say this, David, it comes down to week 1. Notre Dame goes to Texas A&M and wins.
Yep.
I think Notre Dame's in the playoff.
Or vice versa.
Texas A&M?
A&M, if they get off to a hot start and Wegman is as good as I think he is, they could be a nightmare.
Yeah, but I guess I'm looking at Notre Dame's schedule. That's really their toughest game. So even if they lose, but it's a close game and they finish 11-1, they're in the playoffs.
Well, plus UTV scumbags will put them in because that's all you care about.
And the final 3 teams on that list was Penn State, Missouri, Ole Miss.
Mizzou. Luther Burden. Lock it up. Top 5 pick NFL.
I mean, he threw you a softball.
I didn't want to get made fun of again.
Nobody's going to make fun
That's
of you.
That's exactly why I left it last, Rico.
I mean, for Ole Miss.
It's not. No, Mike. Unlike you, I'll allow you happiness.
Wow.
That's amazing. And that is your college football blitz.